So, top 1%. We'll say edgy. So I've got hydraulics on the bottom. Oh, sorry, 100% speed. Edgy. We've got hydraulics on the bottom. Pull stuff down. Also, the real great part about this solution is these little dinky roads on the side. These little dinky roads. So you just pull less on the hydraulics. Again, the more weight you have on the end of the hydraulics, the more it just blows up all your supports the second they start moving, like this road, for instance. Also, I like how on this bridge we can have like just this wood here with no supports on it, and it still does all the work it could ever do. We like don't need this support. I like finding things where, you know, we didn't need to brace that on anything. We got second place on this bridge. Pretty good design. It's all due to the little dinky roads on the sides. Collision warning. So this one, you'll notice this bridge here, there's road with a spring, and the spring's attached to nothing. There's a road with a wood, and the wood's attached to nothing. And a road with a wood, and the wood is attached to nothing. They're literally just falling out of the way, and they stay in place just long enough for the cars to get over them. And then it falls over. I think that's funny. And we have second place among non-braking, fourth place overall, top 1%. We'll see it at 100% speed. These two just go over. These are the interesting ones. I think that's just so funny that that bridge is just falling over. Sloped drawbridge. So you probably have seen my video, but we'll play two solutions. We've got so this was also number one when we made this tow truck solution. We got to number one, but the current number one is a catapult that I made after this tow truck solution. So this was 22,700. You can see that would also be number one if that was my score, but the current best is the catapult. And it is quite the catapult. Number one on that level. Trap door. We got a little bit of a banana here. The banana is actually really good on this level because when this car goes up, he now has to come back down. We got a little kickstand made of road there that this guy kicks out of the way. One spring support, so when this falls on the ground, it didn't explode. But the banana is nice because it's easy to absorb extra force and distribute it further across the bridge. What a lot of bridges have as a problem is when the Model T comes back down your ramp. God, dude, if you see a limo, do 300% speed. Because when the Model T comes back down your ramp, it sort of like crashes into the bridge and just blows it up. But the banana, you can see, will do this at 100% speed. It's just a really smooth transition. Like, it just bends a little. No stress issues. If you just have like normal wooden bridge with trusses, it could easily just totally explode when the Model T comes and hits it like that. Third place, second among non-braking. I don't know what this dude's doing to save $4,500. Top 1%. Triple-decker drawbridge. So you'll notice there's only one deck to the drawbridge. There's actually a few things I really like about this solution. First of all, we have a stack of cars. Second of all, this part here isn't even braced to the lower parts. This part here just balances. Like, you could put wood to keep it in place. We just didn't. Third, okay, they all get the checkpoints, is this one little road that bumps this guy forward slightly, and it's pretty tough to tell. But this bus really wants to fall backwards, but this bumping this guy rotates him forward slightly, so this little road is the difference between that bus falling and not falling, and we're second place on that level. We'll watch it from a real perspective. I also like having little roads like this, because it's the sort of thing where when you make a change over here and something breaks over here, you can just like tweak the road to see if that makes things work again. I like having that sort of thing to be able to change. To essentially reseed the RNG. Safety gaps. So we have a banana made of noodles. Yep, these are small noodles in a banana bridge. And we used to have a lot more of these supports. I only needed the one in this solution. 4th place on that bridge. This one, we'll turn off stress visibility because you can see what's a road and what's wood. It's sort of impossible to believe that this works. It's just like looking at it now. It's like, it makes no frickin' sense. It makes no sense at all. 4th place, top 1%. Big spender. So this one, I got top 1% and then dropped out of top 1% and had to re-get it again. So I did have a piece of wood here previously, but we got rid of it. The real big innovation is the dismount at the end. It's too steep of an angle for him to normally dismount, but this one piece of road just like magically does it. He pushes it over and it keeps him at exactly the right height to get traction on this road. That little piece of road is what saves me so much money on this level. So even though it's like a stupid ass noodle bridge and I hate optimizing it, I do like this innovation of the tiny road instead of some like big contraption to make sure you can move up the cliff. That one road just does the whole thing. 3rd place on that one. Best among people that did something similar to this. I don't know what the hell this is. Saving $2,500. Thread the needle. Okay, this is actually my original solution to this level. I didn't like get any of this from anyone. Do a ramp up this cliff, and then we have one road here braced on a single wood. We don't need the extra support, and then a rope holding this ramp. I actually think this is just a really pretty looking solution. And yes, it's very hard to get him to make that jump and not break anything. Number 1 among non-breaking solutions. Let's see it at 100% speed from front view. I think this one just looks so pretty. Number 4 overall, top 1%. Top 1 among non-breaking solutions. Tipping tower. It's the tipping tower. It's basically the same solution that I used to beat the level the first time around, but optimized. It's really all that it is. Like, not having these extra supports. I can remove one of these, whether it's this one or this one. I can move one support in that area. Another optimization I have that I guess I didn't really remember putting here, but we're 5th overall, which is just only 5 people get top 1% on this level right now, is that these diamonds have springs in them. And the reason why that's helpful is because when he bonks up here, this diamond just explodes if you don't have a spring. You have to have some amount of give there. And it's something I've used on a few levels, is the spring in the middle of a diamond. And I think it's actually really good. I think it's actually really good, this spring. Holy shit. Okay, well, I don't know where I'm splitting up these videos as I make them. I know that there's just going to be some playlist with all of these in it, and I don't know how long each video is going to be. I can tell you that whatever video we're in, this is the last level of the video, because I'm not going to make you watch this whole thing on YouTube. So I'll explain what happens. So this guy started up here, and he went across this bridge and got a reverse checkpoint. Then a hydraulic phase happened, which we didn't take advantage of, and a boat goes. Maybe it's the other order. And then he goes back. He fell off this cliff and landed on this sled, which is now very, very slowly falling off the cliff. When I say very slow, I mean like very slowly. And then once he gets to this flag, this guy's gonna go over the bridge again and get to this flag. That's a nice solution, because it means you don't have to bother making this guy go from here to here in any reasonable manner. You just make him go from here back where he came and land on a sled. But yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you don't care to see how this ends, you can just skip to the end of the video to see where we placed on this level. I don't even know how long this takes. It might be like another whole minute. And this will be the last level of the video, so don't feel like you might miss something. But yeah, I would say let's speed this up, but we're already at maximum speed. How's this guy doing? Hey, there's a big skull. Some like fruit. What are these? Oh, there's a cactus. I wonder if it's a dry cactus. There's another skull. How do you fast forward Twitch? Yeah, on YouTube, you can press the watch at 2 times normal speed for this to still be incredibly slow. You can see they're slowly getting off the edge. It does pick up speed as it goes. The more of them that are off the edge, the faster it goes. Those are cactus flowers? Oh, dang. These little ones, huh? We're going. We're going. I think I'm 3rd place on this level, I forget. %600 still takes 150 seconds. Jesus. Oh, I guess the reason why I'm using springs is because, again, fully compressed springs are the best things to cover distance. So we just needed to have a sled here and get one thing over the edge. So fully compressed springs are the right way to do that. I've seen strategies like this using wood or road or something. Those go faster, but they cost more. Yes, this is the price of efficiency. Another thing I love about this level, which I guess I'll end the YouTube video with it, is when you put your solution in the gallery, it only shows the last 30 seconds. So when you go to the gallery for this level, you don't actually see complete solutions, and we were 4th place overall. Looks like someone beat me by $2 recently. Oh, well, I mean, I was top 1% last time I checked, and that is 4 of 400 people. That's top 1% video game. But yeah, someone beat me by $2. Is you go to the gallery and you check solutions, and you just see stuff like this, where it's like, how did we get what? It's just a guy falling off a cliff? What? It's that? What's? That's not how the level starts. You go to the gallery, it's just a bunch of that nonsense. Where it's like the last 30 seconds just wasn't very much of the level. So yeah, that's another one. I don't know why. This one legit said top 1% the last time I was here. This guy hadn't beaten me by $2, but I don't know why 4 of 421 doesn't count as top 1%.